Ken Morrow, who played on the historic 1980 Miracle on Ice team before going on to win 4 Stanley Cups with the New York Islanders. Great to see you this morning. So let's start with yesterday's game. What did you think?
Wow. This is a game that will be remembered for a long, long time. As you said, a dramatic finish. I mean, how often are you down 1-0, pulling your goalie in the last 2 minutes, tying it up, and then that thrilling overtime winner. A shout out to Katie Million, a good friend of ours who's the director of the women's team, and congratulations to them. What an incredible gold medal win.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's focus on the men this afternoon. They face off against Slovakia with a spot in the finals on the line. And the U.S. does seem heavily favored to win this game. But as you know, you can never count out an underdog. What are you expecting, Ken, to see from the men today in this game?
Well, listen, this is a whole new generation of stars and superstars that are playing on the U.S. team. It's a pleasure to watch. And these games don't get any easier as you go. I know we like to pick favorites and everything else, but that, as you said, that can all be thrown out the window. A lot of pride is played on both teams, and I know Slovakia has some really good players, a couple of young superstars with Slavkovsky and Dvorsky, and I think they're going to try and slow the U.S. team down a bit, maybe turn the game into a battle of the trenches, but it's going to be fun to watch.
And of course, if the U.S. wins, they'll go for gold then Sunday against the winner of Finland and Canada. How do you like America's chances here?
Well, I like our chances. You know, the U.S. is no longer trying to catch up to some of these powerhouse countries like Canada. You know, we're right there with them, and it's just a matter of time. And I know everybody's anticipating what could be this great gold medal game for the finals.
Yeah.
Now, as a member of perhaps the most well-known Olympic team in history, hockey history, what is it like taking the ice to represent your country? And also another question for you here real quick. We see the uniforms this year, very nostalgic, a lot like the uniforms that you guys wore back in 1980. Just give us your thoughts on those two questions.
First of all, I love the uniforms. I think it even maybe goes back to the 1960 gold medal team, which is kind of like the forgotten miracle for the USA. But I love seeing the retro look. I think it's great. As far as you know, playing for your country, no greater honor than playing for your country. You know, my greatest memory was walking into the opening ceremonies in Lake Placid. You know, as an Olympian, it's something that you once in a lifetime opportunity for myself and for most of the guys. And here we are 46 years later, still talking about 1980.
Yeah.
So incredible. And of course, you won 4 Stanley Cup championships with the New York Islanders. So I got to ask, how does winning gold compare to hoisting up that cup?
Well, that's been the most asked question over the last 46 years, and I don't know that I've found the right answer for that. I will tell you that, you know, having won in 1980, we were America's team, and so wherever I travel around the country, people want to talk about that. Obviously, the 4 Stanley Cups with the New York Islanders, that's a team that will go down in history, 19 straight playoff series wins that will never be broken. So in New York, I get a lot of both. But I'm so fortunate and thankful that I was able to have that experience of winning all those championships.
So are you a fan now? Do you sit at home and watch these games through and through? Because it seems like you're a student of the game post-playing life.
Well, you know, actually, I'm a scout. So I've been with the New York Islanders for over 40 years, 10 years as a player, 34 years as a scout. So I do watch the games maybe with a scout's eye, but I'm more a fan. I grew up as a young kid sitting in front of the TV every 4 years cheering on the USA.
Yeah.
Whether it was Summer Olympics, Winter Olympics. So I guess I'm more of a fan when I watch these games.
And I think it's safe to say you'll be watching this weekend. We will too. Go Team USA. Ken Morrow, great to have you with us. Thank you.
Thanks for having me on.
Information. Truth is freedom. is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.